Oi, what's up boys and grots and little snots, and can't forget the digger knobs. Cork and Walker's workshop.
Hey, what's going on everybody? This is G The Hypersapien, and in this video we're going to have a look at Ork's Deffkilla Wartrike. So we got this nice big box that doesn't want to fit in frame, but just look how beast that is. I mean, what other armies have something as cool as this? That is just beast. So you get obviously one Citadel miniature. So we have to go a bit off-road with the camera, just like this vehicle would. Now, look at this box. Look how amazing it looks. All that detail and grunge and grime and oil and everything on it. Breakneck Speed Boss kill bike. Snagger Claw. Twin boomstick, twice as killy, of course. Another twin boomstick. Will Rippers. We get a bird's eye view. Killer Jet, which looks beast. Look at all this tread and tyre marks. Fuel mixer grot. So you see the Killer Jet more there. And you see how amazing the Ork's leather jacket is. How amazing he looks. He looks beast. Now this is one of those kits that I've seen plenty of times. I've had this sitting here for a while. So I wanted to review in order, kind of. So from grot to boy to knob to mega knob. So I've had this kit sitting here for a while. And just before I took the plastic wrap off. So I've seen people post plenty of this in the Ork community, but I've never had it up close in my own mitts. But yeah, we'll get back to the kit. But just how amazing does he look? All robotic. Now this is what Ork should look like. A step up from some of the older kits for sure. Even that grot is just so detailed. His facial expression. Just love it. You've even got these fuel canisters, different symbols. He looks awesome. I love that face, or both of these faces. It's going to be hard to customize and make this my own with these being so sick. These being so awesome looking, you know what I mean? Look, I love how he's got a helmet on. And he's got that bandana over his face with glasses. An awesome looking kit. And this is just looking at the box. So we got suggested paint scheme. Now this is actually a bit different from some of the other ones. But Ork skin. So they start using on these ones Ogren camo and Krieg khaki. Instead of your Skarsnik and that sort of stuff. Tires, metals. So you even get a nice little different symbol on these. I know it's a small detail, but I always touch on it because it's normally been Goths, and we've had a couple of different ones through the range. Bust this open and we'll have a look. A nice kit. Now you gotta love when kits have these nice little trays that come out. Now, so you get a sprue, instructions, and this huge base. Look at that. That is amazing. But as always, we'll have a look at the instruction. Now it's nice and coloured. Now you've got this 40k space looking art. It looks like star systems and planet systems, which is always nice. Then it comes up into here and it's got this nice big tire mark. But yeah, Deffkilla Wartrike. So here on the left, It basically says, read this before assembly. A pair of plastic cutters is required to remove the plastic components from the kit. It says advise using mould line scraping tools to clean up parts. You'll get mould lines. To assemble your model you need plastic glue. Plastic glue is the best for a plastic kit. It says Games Workshop sells Citadel fine detail cutters, which are quite nice, which you see there. They have Citadel mould line remover, which is at the bottom right, and then Citadel plastic glue, but does not recommend these products for use by children under the age of 16 without adult supervision. But you can also get the same tools from other companies. So this is going to be quite a detailed kit, even though it's not many components, as in a couple of buoys and a trike. But we'll have a look through it. So when you get yours, so if you decide to get one, so take your time. Obviously it's numbered. Make sure you clip out the right number. Now clip out just what you need, because it's going to be hard if you clip it out all at once. It's going to be hard to work out what number was what. So as you can see, we put these bits together. Once that's together, it goes onto this part. Looks like it's the body, and that's the seat. Then it's symmetrical, the way that goes on. This part goes here. Make this cylinder, and then you put the head onto it. Can't wait to build this though. There's lots of little parts, but it's just going to be a really fun build. So you start putting these wing bits on. As you can see, this is the killer jet that goes on the back to push this along. Starting to come together. You can see it clips onto that little bridge part that you put on before. You can see that there's a hole in the back there for it to slide in, this little yellow part, be where you glue it. So the little yellow bits is where the glue goes, basically, the part that you glue. Symmetrical again with these parts. And then you get that. Now this is basically where the wheel's going to start coming into play. You can see it's basically get two tyres that you put together to make this nice big one. You get some headlights and some handlebars. You get this nice part right here that goes onto the side of the wheel. It's a really nice looking piece. It's basically the logo of the Wartrike. And you get one for each side with flames and basically an orc face. Once you build all that, you connect it to the last part that you built. So you can see that it comes down and on top of this. And then once that's done, it's attached to there. And then this part, now this part comes down, and then that's what it looks like. It's like you're building a real, this is awesome, it's like you're building a real vehicle here. Which you are, but you know what I'm saying. It's like you need a mechanics degree just to put it together. All these little bits. It's definitely coming together now. This is just one of those kits that I can show you all the parts. It's not going to be as fun as building this. This is just one of those kits. A lot of kits are just easy, slap bang and put it together. This has lots of little bits to it. So you get the big wheels now. I'm not a bike expert, but you know, obviously these are different types, but these are obviously different tyres to these ones. So you get the more slick ones, and you get the ones with all this tread. You even get this rim here that's spiked. So yeah, shows you here how to put them together. So obviously similar to the Warbiker kit, put them together, put your rim over it, and attach it to the vehicle. Now I'm not sure if I'll keep the tyres off just to paint them. Just so I can paint them and make them look nice before I stick them on. But each to their own. I haven't quite seen this kit built or in the building stage. Then you can kind of work out what parts to keep off. Obviously, I'll keep off the bikers, I guess you could call them, or the Orks. It's just going to be, once they're in there, it's going to be hard to get to all this stuff. That's what it looks like once it has the nice big chunky tyres on it. Now we have the bad boys themselves. We have Will Smith and Martin Lawrence right here. So yeah, there's him. He's got his gun out. He must be the driver. He looks like he has his hand on his handlebar. Even has the front for the gun. And you get two different head options, that's nice. This one looks sick though. This one looks alright. I mean, I'll look at the sprue in a second. But yeah, then you drop him from a huge height onto his Wartrike. And you have the other one with his hand in the air, just like he don't care. As you can see, he's coming together. He has this hand and these two big spikes. This is going to be turned into a clawed arm. It's just crazy. So he's got this chain that's wrapped around this. That's a part of his claw. It's just crazy. Really love this guy's biker jacket. So he has his nice, happy, smiley face, and then his jaw, and his big jaw piece. He's one crazy orc though. If I bought a couple of these, this would be nice for like a war boss or something. He's just so much personality, and there ain't really a better claw than that. Maybe what the new Gaz Skulls. But yeah, it's one of the best claws I've seen. So now this is those guns that go onto the sides, which is awesome. This fella stands on those two little grids that you built before, and that's when it's all together. Oh, you can't forget the little grot. He looks cool as well. And the other gun for the other side. This little fuel grot. He's just standing there ready to fall off and go into the back of the engine. And then that's it. And that's what it looks like when it's built. Quickly just put this in frame so you can see what you're working with. Now you get the killer jet, burner, cutter, snagger claw, twin boomstick, snagger claw, melee. So the Deffkilla Wartrike is a single model equipped with a killer jet. The crew is armed with a snagger claw and 3 twin boomsticks. So that's the assembly guide. Now with the Deffkilla Wartrike, you just get one big sprue. So I'm going to try and show you what I can. So I guess we'll start at the bottom. So this is the cylinder for the killer jet, I'd say. The two sides that go together. That's the slick tyre at the front. You get your little headlights. You get your rims. Handlebars. You get your nice chunky tyres. It looks like these have a lot of tread. Must not have used it much yet. We will be though. Trust me on that. See all these nice little parts that we looked at in the assembly guide. Obviously I'm going to have to flip it, and we'll do that now just so you can see how detailed and nice these are. Now this sort of goes near the tyre and up the sides, as you saw. It even has, it looks like little tiny wheels just to keep it balanced. And you can see those rims a lot more now. You can see the little fuel grot just here. Now his face is really detailed for a little grot. I love that. And this is the part that the dude with the claw stands on. I guess we'll show you some of this while we're here. So that's that chain that attaches to his claw. I'm guessing it's so he can shoot it out like a grappling hook and attach to other vehicles so they can board it. It's my best guess, which is awesome. Some real gnarly stuff right there. Now I love his pose. As I say, if I could get just one of him, this body would make an awesome war boss or something like that. Just love his pose. You can have him looking like he's climbing over a rock or something, standing on a rock or something, shouting "War" for all the boys. So these guns must be the ones that go on the side of the vehicle, I guess. These two huge blades that go into his claw. I apologise that it's hard to get this in frame. I've set up my camera for most of the smaller boxes where it's just easier to fit them all. When it gets into these big boxes, it's harder to show it all on camera. That's the main body of the vehicle. This is the back of that jet. Said it once, I'll say it again, can't wait to build this. So that's the grot, the fuel grot. That's the awesome coat that I love. That's the front of him. How awesome is that orc body? The chain, the legs. These are some sick ass looking orcs. And you get the two different head options. Now well, that one's alright, but I like this. You can even try and do a design on his bandana. Like I might even, if it fits, put this on the biker kit, the war biker. I think it would suit more of a war biker. The problem is, probably going to have to work it a bit because these heads aren't quite the same as the other kits. But we'll see. We'll see how well it goes. This orc face is so good. He just looks like he's not very happy. Even though most orcs are happy to go to war, he looks like he's been annoyed quite a lot. But yeah, so this is mainly the orcs. This is mainly the body of the kit. Get the wheels and the front. Just trying to see if I've missed anything. Obviously you haven't gone through all these little bits, but they're kind of self-explanatory. Try and show you the best bits. This is the back of the jet. So this is where obviously the cylinder and stuff goes, sort of lays against. But yeah, this is an amazing kit. Can't wait to build it. And it's one of those kits that I do like to customize my stuff a bit and make it more mine, but just It's one of those mind-blowing kits where you don't really know. Maybe if I had a second one, obviously if I had a second one, I'd customize it, try and add different faces and even change maybe some of the panels and these parts, probably leave these off and maybe, cut the flame off and put it elsewhere and whatnot. I mean, I'd love to do that to this, but it's just one of those kits that I just can't wait to build and paint. So most likely it's going to stay as is, really. Yeah, that's my Deffkilla Wartrike review. Now, I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I appreciate you watching and supporting the channel. This was G The Hypersapien, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.